So I pulled the covers off and I found this massive big hole, and I wish it was only that hole. Hey everyone, and welcome to another video, and this is the first video of us starting the strip down and the conversion of this Mercedes Sprinter. Let's get started on it. So today is day one of us starting the conversion on our Mercedes Sprinter van, and we've got quite a few things that we need to do to get started off with. So the first thing we've got to do is we're going to strip out the old conversion. Let's have a look and see what's in here just now and what we're taking out. So as you can see, when we bought the van, it already has a kind of conversion already in it that someone started, just a basic one. So we've got this kitchen area that needs to come out, we've got the table that needs to come out, we've got this cupboard thing that needs to come out, and we also have this bed that needs to come out as well. We're stripping everything out so that we've got blank canvas so that we can then design of where we want everything in our van to go. So first job is to strip everything out of this van. So let's get started on that. And just like that, that is it empty. I know after change clothes it was getting hot and sweaty. Let me show you the inside of it now. So here it is, completely empty.
Something I forgot to tell you about this strip out. Let's go back a minute so I can tell you.
The other reason we're stripping it out is because I made a slight hiccup when I bought this van. I didn't realise this until I received the V5 in the post the other day. But this van, because it is built as a minibus, actually is rated at 4 tons. And if you're not understanding why that's a problem, it's because the laws in the UK say that on my normal car license I can drive a van up to 3.5 tons. Anything over 3.5 tons I have to then go and get either a C1 or a D1 license. And after a quick little Google search and calling up a couple of learning places, to get my new license would cost me nearly £2,000. I'd have to go and take 3 theory tests, I have to take another driving test, and that can take a long, long time. But there is a solution. Most people want to upplate their van, meaning that we're allowing it to carry more weight, and that's usually people that have already got the license, or they'd passed their license before 1997, which is called grandfather rights, which already allows them to drive anything above 3.5 up to 7.5 ton. But I need to downplate my van to 3.5 ton, and to do that is a little bit of a process. The process starts with, I need to strip the van out. I'm going to leave the seats in for the back. The 2 seats that I've got here for the kids, that's the only thing that's going to stay in the back. I then have to go and get it reweighed at a weighing station, and as long as it comes in under 2.5 ton, because it's got to be 1 ton allowance, 1,000 kilo allowance, I can then send it off to DVLA through a specialist team to allow them to then replate my van to 3.5 tons, which will allow me to drive it on my current license. So a little bit of a hiccup there. My mistake, I didn't look at it at the time, but not something that we're not able to fix. So we're going to strip this van out, we're going to plan out exactly where everything goes, and then next week I'm taking it to get weighed, then I'm sending it off to a company which are only charging me £150 to get everything done, and they'll even issue me with the replate and everything for my van. So fingers crossed that all works out. So before I start actually building everything in here and I'm putting on max air fans and stuff, the first thing I wanted to do was actually strip it out and get all the bodywork fixed. So I wanted to paint it, get all the rust done on it, get it repainted, get it all done, And then after all the outside is done, I can then just concentrate on the inside. It definitely feels a lot bigger now that it's empty, and that was obviously to be expected. So now that it's empty, I can start planning the layout of where I want to do it. I'm going to tape up the floors, sort of where I want the bed to end, where I want the kitchen to be, and so forth. But before I go ahead and start doing that, a few little bits of surface rust that are in here, like on the inner arches, as you can see there. It is just surface rust. It looks worse than it is, but I'm going to rub it all down now. That's on both sides as well. Rub it all down now. We're going to treat it, and also along these lines that we've got here, there's rust and stuff on there. I think that's aluminium, but I'm going to give it a quick clean, rub all that down, spray it with some primer, then we're going to tape up everything and see where everything's going to go in this van. I'm not going to show you me rubbing it all down and priming it. You've seen that in other videos as well. You can look back on a couple of mine. I did a whole dedicated video to it. So with the magic of YouTube, by the time I come back, this will all be done. See you in a minute. And there you go. All been treated, all been rubbed down, all been treated, and then a good solid primer spray on top of it. Same on this side, and same for all the rusty bits on the floor. So the main reason why I wanted to get it empty just now and get this all done is because obviously I was explaining before, I've got to go and get it weighed at a weighing station, and it's got to be completely unladen because I've got to have 1,000 kilograms or 1 ton spare from the 3,500. So I have to have it at 2,500 or under, otherwise they will not replate it to 3,500. So everything's out of it, everything's ready to go. I can't do much more with it just now until it goes and gets replated.
One eternity later.
So guys, we're a few days later. I've finally managed to take the van to go and get it weighed so we can try and get it down plated. Didn't manage to film it, the guys there, it was all kind of last minute, sorry. So we just wanted to get there and get it done. So we've done the weigh in. We were targeting for 2,500. What we've come in at is 2,560. And that is completely empty. The only thing that I had in the van were the front 2 seats, nothing else. The back was completely empty, so we were 60 kilograms over. I have sent it away to a company called SV Tech, who deal with the downplating side of stuff, because the website, the DVLA website, says to use a specialist for it. So I've sent it away with all the paperwork, everything that needs to be done for it, pictures of the current plate that's on the van, the front, back, inside, the lot. They've come back with a quote for it, £180 to do it, so I'm assuming that they've accepted it because I had to send them this as well. So fingers crossed that's all done. They did say it can take up to 10 to 14 days to get back to me, so it kind of puts a little bit of a halter on any building inside the van that we wanted to do. But that doesn't mean we're going to stop. We've got other things that we need to do. I want to try and get the outside of this van completed and done before the winter comes. We're now, today's the 1st of August, so I want to try and get all this done before the end of the summer, before the school holidays really. So let me show you what I've been doing just now. So as I was explaining, I have ordered the RAF blue, but we do have all these rust patches and everything that I showed on the van last time. So what I've done is I've started taking all the handles off of the van here as well, and I've gone around, and as you can see here, I've started marking out on the van all over where there are rust spots that need attention before we start painting this. See, there's quite a big bit there that I didn't notice before. Quite a lot on the back door, which I didn't think had a lot, but looks like it does have quite a bit. And this panel actually looks like it was, so you can see the line there, it looks like this has been repaired at some point, and you can see the dimples and everything in the paint, so I might go over that as well. Not a lot on this side, just a couple of little spots there, and on the front door just a few little bits there. The handles came off quite easy. It was basically don't know if you can see it here, where there's a screw inside that little bit there. You undo the torque 20 in there, and then the handle just pulls out. It's really simple. Didn't think it was worth showing you guys, but just to make sure I don't get anything mixed up, I have put them all here. I've put all the bolts in it there at the end so I don't lose them, and I've marked each one up as well. So we're going to get this door prepped, hopefully the paint, we're going to get this van prepped, ready for paint. We probably won't paint it in this video, but I'm going to get it prepped and ready to go, so that when the paint arrives, we can, on the next video, we'll be able to get it painted. Already ordered the paint, it's on its way. So let's get rubbing down. I'm not going to put you on time lapse, guys, so you can see me rubbing stuff down. I think you guys know how to do it. If you do want me to show you how to rub the rough spots and everything down, then please let me know, and I can do another video on it. But by the magic of hopefully YouTube, I'm going to get this all rubbed down, and I'll come back and I'll show you the outcome. So the little bit of surface rust that needed fixed, I have fixed. Let me show you. So that's a bit there, another bit there, and all the other little bits that were around it, they've all been done as well. They've been rubbed back, they've been primered. We've also put this, I don't know if it's going to be any good, but it's bright zinc galvanized spray. So we've put the galvanizing spray over the top of it as well, which is supposedly going to stop it from rusting anymore. I thought that was it. I thought that I was going to be ready to start painting, and then I found a little hole. It's not great. Let me show you. So I pulled the covers off, and I found this massive big hole, and I wish it was only that hole. Pulled the plastic off, massive big hole there. This is the sliding door, massive big holes all around it, and that's not even the worst of it. All of these holes, and here as well. This has not been my week. It's a lot of bloody welding. I've got to do basically the whole side of the van, and I can't seem to find the actual panels, replacement panels for this one, because it's part of the whole upper structure. I can find the lower parts, but I can't find the upper parts, unfortunately, which makes it really hard to find it. So I've had to call Gary up so Gary can come and have a look. Gary's my mechanic, by the way, if you haven't seen him from other videos, and my welder. He's going to come up and see what we can do. More than likely is we're going to have to cut it all out, put new plates all along, and find a way to mount the plastics back on it. Was really not hoping to, I was hoping to get this van painted this week, but this has really put a spanner in the works. For anyone looking to go and buy a van, I urge you all, take off the plastic trim. Mercedes Sprinters especially, I've seen this a lot on the forums now that I've looked at it. what happens is the plastic goes up into here, then the water seeps in behind it, and these are where all the clips go in. The water then ingests into the clips and causes this. That's on the door. On the other panels, the water comes in from the top, sits on top of these and starts rotting away, but then it also sits on this lip, and then this lip just rots away. This isn't the way I wanted to finish this video, but I've got to go away now and figure out how I'm going to fix this. Thank you for watching this video, guys. Stay tuned for the next one so we can figure out if we can see if we get this fixed and we get it painted. That's my poll for the next video. Thanks again, guys. Consider subscribing below, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.